Hi again. I'm Cynthia, a light practitioner and transformational coach. And at the moment, my thoughts are focused. I want to talk about the importance of laughter, mirth, and joy in your days. I recall when I worked as an assistant to a pastor at a predominantly Black church in Nashville, and I would bring my joy in finding silly things about whatever was going on, and he frowned on this. He needed to have a very serious exterior, and that cramped my style. But I loved the man dearly and worked for him for a dozen years anyway. Um, how do you bring joy in when there's pain? When I, after I went swimming with dolphins for a week in Bimini in 2021, I came home crippled because who knew that fruit was inflammatory and that by doing everything that I did, plus eating copious amounts of fruit 3 times a day, I came home crippled and in pain from this arthritis thing. And there I went to, I believe it was a Kroger, and held onto the walls, leaning my way to the medical area, and found this fashion cane in shades of blue, reminiscent of the waters in Bimini, and purchased her. Shortly thereafter, I named her Matilda, and Matilda became my assistive companion as I introduced her to people in my life because she's my sidekick now. It helped me. She would get lost less. She does like to play hide and seek, but by anthropomorphizing her and making her a character, we enjoy our travels together. And when almost 2 years later, I went to a spiritual retreat and had people observing that the way I was using Matilda, leaning over, putting all of my weight on the right side, had created Popeye-like arms and a withered left leg. It was recommended that I come home and start using a walker. Now, I resisted the idea of a walker. I was in my early 60s. I didn't need a walker. After all, my father didn't use a walker till he was in his 90s. But they told me it would help my gait, and I needed to rebalance the muscular setup of my body. So Bernadette came into my life, and after a while, Bernadette crashed, and as is the way of walkers who have to work on a farm on a mountaintop and carry buckets of grain and hay. She was outfitted with S-hooks and a basket, and she worked. And turns out walkers aren't meant to somersault down a mountainside. So she ripped, and it took me a couple of weeks to figure out why she was tripping every time we went over a bump. And finally, I saw the tear in her structure, and she was replaced by Claudette. Now, Bernadette hasn't died. She's outside waiting for her next purpose in life, which at the moment appears to be providing a framework for me in the morning when I open the feline diner for our sea of cats that swirls outside at 5 and 6 in the morning. One of them climbs the screen. Finding joy and laughter by making things like a cane and a walker, things that you didn't want to have, companions, bringing them in. I mean, as I'm getting out of the van or the car, I'll say, come along, Matilda, come along, Bernadette or Claudette, whoever is with me that day, and let's go see what we can do in this place. I very much appreciate the value of laughter, laughing at myself when I mess up. I'm feeling such relief at where I am now from episode 4, and I will talk about that in episode 6. But sometimes it helps to have confirmations from the universe, which they come in abundance if you're only open to them. So today, I wish you joy and love and light and laughter. Find ways to laugh at yourself, at the world, at that technical gremlin that just stopped you from doing whatever it was you were trying to do online, or processing a credit card, or even getting through a red light that won't change. I mean, whatever it is that's slowing you down, find a way to laugh at it and to say, thank you. You've slowed me down, which means I must be supposed to be doing something else. Let me figure out where my energies can best be spent right now, because where I wanted to spend them obviously is not the right place. So take it as a sign from the universe, not as victimhood on your part and that the world is out to get you, because it's not. It is here to serve you, to serve me. You are a child of God, of the creator of the universe. You have that spark within. Find it, love on it, nurture it, and rekindle it. Light, love, and laughter. Take care.